And we're back with our very special guest today with us. Today, dear viewers, is Saqer Alsubaie, a business development engineer in eSIM company. He will share with us how eSIM is changing the way we connect and also communicate. eSIM revelation, dear viewers, is very nice for us. So good morning, Saqer. It's very nice to have you here.
Good morning, Yusuf. It's a pleasure to be here, and hopefully we can give the viewers a good insight on what eSIM is and how it's changing the way we communicate and the way we live, basically.
Definitely. The pleasure is ours, dear Saqer. So we'd love to know your journey in life and how you completed your education.
Lovely question, Yusuf. So I studied in the UK, at London, at Queen Mary University. I studied electrical and electronic engineering. I believed it's basically electricity and electronics is the future, and
Yes.
it proved to be right, as you can see with how eSIMs are, technology is, AI, what it's doing. So hopefully I've got a long future ahead of me in this industry, and we can hopefully give the viewers what they'd like to hear about this.
That's very nice to hear, you completing your education in the United Kingdom and bringing all your experience back in business development. So Saqer would love to know in simple words for our dear viewers, what is eSIM?
So eSIM is an embedded subscriber identity module. It's basically, for simple terms, it's the same as a SIM card. The only difference is it's not physical.
All right.
And this has changed a lot of things for telecom companies, as I used to work at a telecom company, and then I switched to another telecom company. It's changed the way we view how people communicate. Basically, I'll give you a short and quick example. Usually when someone travels, they usually have the SIM card, and when they reach the certain destination, they'd either go to a telecom provider there and get the physical SIM card.
Yes.
eSIM has changed that. It's completely different now. I know this at USIM because it built the module that we're going on. So now a traveler would like to go, let's say, to London. Instead of arriving at Heathrow and waiting at a company for a SIM card, he can now just hop on, buy an eSIM from his phone, install it, and makes things so much easier for the traveler. It's hassle-free, it's cheaper now, and it's better.
Yes, definitely. I think this is a really very competitive area for the telecom companies.
Yes.
As the future is changing, as you said, eSIMs. I have a friend who told me all about eSIM. He's like, I bought this eSIM in Kuwait, and he shared his eSIM with his wife in another country, and she was using it, and they both definitely benefited from this.
Yes, yes, and people might think, so a thing we face with customers is that people might think it's not safe. People might think it's, we might hack them. No, it's a normal thing to assume because it's a new thing. However, I'd like to tell the people that this is not the case. eSIMs are very safe. In fact, they're probably safer than SIM cards. The reason is, if you were to be in London, as everyone knows, London now is a theft city. eSIMs.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor. We don't know that yet, but it's the rumor. So eSIMs is basically, if you scan your QR code, it's not reusable. It's a one and done. You can't reuse your eSIM, whereas a SIM card, no, it can be. I can just take out the SIM card, install it in another phone.
Yeah.
So in terms of safety, it's very safe now. eSIMs has changed a lot of things. I can't emphasize this enough. It's changed many things. So I'd like to tell the viewers, please do not worry about eSIMs. They're very safe, and people will not hack into your phone.
Yes, inshallah. Our dear viewers are always safe here, listening to our advice from our dear guests in Good Morning Kuwait.
Indeed.
So, Saqer Alsubaie, why do you think the revolution of eSIM is the future?
Lovely question. As you know, everything is moving fast. Technology is evolving, and SIM cards was the first, but now there's something new. It's called eSIMs. eSIMs, I'll give you an example from a telecom aspect. eSIMs give us the flexibility, I'd like to say, where we can play around with certain packages instead of having a certain thing. No, we can play around. For example, we've tailored our packages for travelers. If I'm a traveler and I'm going to London, if I'm going to the Saudi, if I'm going to the UAE, we've tailored it where if you're going to the UAE, Why buy a package for 1 week where you can buy one for 3 days, or you can buy one for 1 day if you're going to Saudi. Otherwise, for London, we have some for 2 weeks. As you know, Kuwaitis love to travel to London and Europe, and we've tailored everything for their comfort. So eSIMs give us that flexibility. They've given us a way to make the customer's life much more comfortable. SIM cards, if you face an issue with a SIM card, you can't replace your SIM card.
Yeah.
If you face an issue with an eSIM, we can send you a new eSIM. So it's safe, it's flexible, and it's comfortable for the customer. We have eSIMs now. Who knows what the future holds? I believe there's something now called an iSIM.
All right.
It's a new thing. It's going to be integrated onto your phone. So when you buy a phone, you'll already have an iSIM there.
All right.
So everything is evolving, everything is moving fast, and we have to catch up with the evolution of technology.
I think this is a real revolution for the future, especially for travelers, as you said, you know, leaving the airplane and going to the customs, and after that spending like 30 minutes on the counter trying to hustle through a SIM card.
Yes.
So you can get to use the internet in the city. But if you get an eSIM, you can just land and directly you have the internet.
Exactly. That's our business model right now. Land, get your eSIM, it's already ready. You pre-install it in Kuwait. Once you reach it, don't have to wait for the hassle. Don't have to wait at London Heathrow Airport, for example. Don't have to wait at JFK.
Yeah.
So eSIMs has created businesses. It's helped our business grow. And eSIMs are going to be used in many things, not just iPhones. They can be used in cars. They can be used in watches. So I believe telecom companies now are working on that, where your car basically has an eSIM connected, where you can have a phone call, connect to the internet. As you can see, there are now cars where you can connect to YouTube.
Yes.
So everything is evolving in a very good way. I wouldn't say it in a negative way. It's a very good thing that's happening, and it's going to make us, the customers, I am a customer also, at the end of the day, it's going to make my life easier, and hopefully the viewers' lives easier too.
Yes, I really love the story of eSIM. You know, when I heard it, first of all, I was like, wow, this is a real revelation for future. So many things are going to change, especially competitiveness in the telecommunication companies. A lot of people are thinking how to evolve over eSIM. As you said, there is an iSIM coming soon.
Correct.
Also. All right, so Saqer Alsubaie, how do you see this eSIM revolutionizing the Gulf, and especially here, our beautiful state of Kuwait?
It's going to revolutionize the Gulf in a very good way. It's creating competition.
Yes, take your time, bro. Enjoy. Yes, dear viewers, eSIM is very nice if you're traveling, right?
Yes, yes. So it creates competition, and competition gives you good products, as you know. So hopefully it's going to be very positive for the Gulf, for Kuwait, and in Kuwait, in terms of technology, we're #1 in a very positive way.
Yes.
I say this in a good way, as our telecom industries in Kuwait are always up for it. They're always first in the industry they're leading. So it's going to revolutionize a lot of things, as I said, in cars, in watches, in phones. So it's something very interesting. We're still in the early phase of it. It's something that's been introduced very early, as people might not know this, but in the States, iPhones now don't have SIM cards.
Yeah.
It's all eSIMs. And so I believe it's projected by 2030 that most iPhones, if not 70% of iPhones, will be, or normal phones in general, will be eSIM compatible only. So it's an interesting future we hold ahead. We'll see where it takes us.
Definitely, it is an interesting future. You know, as you said, Kuwait is leading in the future of technologies. I really see that. I kind of compare Kuwait to becoming like Japan in technology. That's really great,
Yes.
and it's fun for me. I love technology.
Yes.
So talking more about eSIM, what can you say that it helps us more in our daily lives? For example, if your child, for example, is out there, you want to transfer from an eSIM, is that possible? Is that quick?
Yes, yes. So telecom industries in Kuwait have made that very easy. If I have a SIM card and I'd like to switch it to an eSIM, I can do that on my phone straight away. I don't have to go to the shop and ask them to do this. It's become very easy to do that. So it's honestly, I can't emphasize this enough. It's made things much easier for the customer and for the operator himself. Hopefully, and I'm not sure when this will happen, but you can now go to a shop, ask them for an eSIM, and they'll just give you an eSIM directly, if not online. You can ask the operator, I'd like to change my number, so they'll just send you a QR code, and you're done.
All right, that's how easy it is for somebody to replace his eSIM. It's that easy.
It's that easy. It does not require a hassle like it would before, where if you lost your phone, you'd have to go get a new phone, get a new SIM card. No, it can be done online. And again, in terms of safety, I can't emphasize this enough. Once you scan your QR code, you get your eSIM. Yusuf, you cannot scan my QR code again. It's done.
All right.
It's very easy.
Yes, I would love to battle the rumor you said about London being the theft city. I don't think so. You know, these videos that appear online, they just try to build hate for tourism to decrease there.
Yes.
But definitely providing people with eSIM is very beneficial. If you lose your phone, for example, while you're traveling.
Yes.
Who do you contact? Do you contact the telecom company, or who do you contact for?
If I lose my eSIM?
Yeah.
So your eSIM will not be lost unless your phone will be lost, which is hopefully a good thing. Hopefully your phone doesn't get lost again. Let's say in a certain case something does happen, you would have to contact your network provider or us, depending on where your eSIM is from. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully viewers are very safe when they travel. Hopefully everyone enjoys their travel. But again, it's very safe. Don't worry about it. Hopefully nothing will happen. And again, eSIMs, I'd like to emphasize on this certain point.
Yes.
If you're a traveler, you face something, let's say you finish your data, no worries, you can always top it up with using an eSIM.
All right, so Saqer Alsubaie, we talked about eSIM and traveling.
Yes.
Now we're going to talk about eSIM and here in Kuwait.
Correct.
For example, now we have new smart cities as we see that are being built.
Yes.
Would you use this eSIM for a home? Can you use it for a home?
Yes, so I believe we can now use eSIMs on your router at home. So eSIMs are slowly getting into our daily lifestyle. It's not going to be a full swing in. It takes time for this to happen. Something that I'm happy about, I was in China a couple of weeks ago. I worked with Huawei. Basically, they're an industry leader on this aspect, and they are aware that it takes time for certain things to happen. They can't switch directly into having having eSIMs. They know it takes time, and they will not release anything. Same as for our providers here, they will not release anything unless they're 100% sure it works good, because at the end of the day, customer satisfaction is #1 priority for everyone.
All right, so I'm sure you love the experience going to the People's Republic of China and experiencing all the atmosphere there. I've been there myself.
Yes.
I really love China. I'd love to go there again. So how do you say eSIM for our dear viewers? Would you tell them like go buy it right now, or how long should they wait?
At the end of the day, it comes down to the customer's behavior, what the customer likes, what the customer wants. I can't tell a customer to do what he wants. However, I believe with time, customers will realize it's much more comfortable and safer for them to have an eSIM, mainly because if I'm a traveler, I emphasize on travel because that's currently where eSIMs are being used the most. Yes. If I'm a traveler, I can have multiple eSIMs on my phone. I'm not having just one. I can have multiple ones, which is very nice. I can have my Kuwaiti number, I can have the country I'm going to, their eSIM. This is very comfortable for the Kuwaiti, as you know, he might want to communicate with his family. So again, eSIMs are very good, very safe, and hopefully they're going to revolutionize how we view our daily lives.
Definitely, the future is changing, Saqer Alsubaie, and we are so proud that you are participating in the innovation of this eSIMs for our lovely dear viewers. So would you like to share anything else with our dear viewers for today?
I'd like to share one thing. Don't be afraid of change. I know SIM cards have been in our daily lives for decades now. But things change, and that's fine. Change is not bad, change is good. So don't worry about it. Everything is changing, and again, no one, certainly our providers in Kuwait, will not allow change if it's not safe. Don't worry, everything is safe, everything is good, and hopefully the future ahead of us is very bright.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Saqer Alsubaie, for joining us here on Good
sir.
Morning and raising the awareness of our dear viewers about these new future technologies that are being collaborated here in Kuwait.
Thank you, Yusuf.
You're most welcome. So, dear viewers, we'd all like to thank our guest for today, Saqer Alsubaie, a business development engineer in an eSIM company. So, dear viewers, we shall take a quick break. I'll be right back.